It was an ordinary summer evening. After an active spring and a wet start to summer, families at the Good Shepherd RV Park were outside soaking up some much-deserved sun. There was a low chance for a storm, but nobody at the park anticipated what was about to happen.
We had just recently moved to the park. We had moved at the end of May. My wife, my daughter, and I were at the pool.
The Lewis family, no stranger to storms, knew when it was time to pack up and head inside.
One of the few rules that you'll always hear when around a pool is, well, if you see lightning, everybody get out of the pool. The second time we see lightning, the storm is moving incredibly quickly. So we say, all right, that's it. We walked from the pool to one of the first rows. And by that time, any sort of action we could have taken would be too late.
A couple hundred feet away, the Peary family was outside on their patio, watching storms in the distance.
I'm watching the storm system come in from the west. And I'm telling my husband, I said, hey, we may not have much time. And it seemed like it wasn't 15 minutes later. The wind was horrible.
Mindy and her husband, Chad, barely making it inside their camper.
He goes to open the door, and he can barely open the door. And so he puts his leg in there, grabs his phone, and we can see the rain going sideways against the trailer that's across from us. And we start seeing stuff flying by, just debris, cushions out of lawn chairs, things. And so he shuts the door, and our camper shook, I promise you, for 15 minutes.
Inside 16,000-pound fifth wheels, supported by steel beams, families began to feel their house move.
They don't move very easily, right? And we were bouncing. The entire thing was bouncing.
We're both standing in the middle of our living room area and kind of kitchen area, and you feel it rocking back and forth, and it was just shaking horribly, and we're like, okay, is this it?
Not a tornado, a microburst.
We were watching the radar and saw a storm spin up, but it looked small, it looked insignificant. What we didn't know was that it was a microburst, and it was like an area that was the worst possible spot because it was near an open field, and adjacent to that field was an RV park.
With no trees to break the wind, straight-line gusts tore across the open field and into the back rows of the park, tossing RVs like toys.
All things considered, we got lucky that night. We were fortunate that only one or two was occupied at the time.
Not long after the wind slowed down, sirens filled the park, fire trucks, ambulances,